Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing the long-awaited 2020 Erin Condren vertical neutral flip through of my life here. So I am going to go straight into it. If you did not watch my last video where I did my flip through of my 2020 print impression weeks, definitely check that out because I go into a little bit more detail in my life. I am going to go through this one pretty quickly and just talk about the kits, where they're from. I would say 90% of the kits in here are Sweet Kawaii Design, a couple Creating & Co. and a couple Cricut Paper Co., but that's about it, I believe. I think I have one Scribble Prints Co. in there as well, but this is like my main planner. It's my main life planner. I use it for a variety of things. I mostly like my day-to-day plans and like cleaning and to-dos, things like that. So I don't use the whole planner. There's a lot of missing pieces. I use the monthly overview and then I use the weekly spreads, but I don't use a lot of this stuff. And I know people use every aspect of their planner and it looks amazing, but I just didn't have the time to do all of that this year. If you don't know me, I got pregnant at the very end of 2019, like the very end. So I spent 2020 pregnant and in a pandemic and then being a new mom. So a lot of my time was spent doing other things, which is why a lot of this is left empty. If you know from the past too, I used to use these as memory spreads and I used to put pictures there. Well, this year I decided against it because I was keeping a pretty detailed journal. Now I don't have any pictures to share for the year, which was a little upsetting just because like so many things did happen in the year, but it's okay. Everything went on Instagram. So all of my monthly kits are from Sweet Kawaii Design and they're just the monthly overview spread. I tend to set these up in a really nice way but then not go back and reference them. But I did put in like big events whenever my husband had an appointment for his tattoo sessions or like haircuts. The bills are in here. A lot of like my OB appointments and things like that one in this spread. And then in this side I like to put birthdays and then anniversaries or like important dates like the day my grandma passed away and things like that I like to keep in my planner. So going on. So yeah, this is the first week of 2020 and I did start off journaling on the side, but I found it pretty, I don't want to say like not worth my time to do it because that's not the case at all, but I found it a little silly because I was using the Amanda Rachley Doodle Planner to journal in the side. But yeah, here is like the first week going into the year. It's just exciting to go back and look at the spreads, and this is one of my like all-time favorite kits. Antasia just made it into a weekly kit, so if you like this kind of design, this like sweater looking design, you might want to go pick up that kit because a lot of times the seasonal kits, they go away eventually. So if you like it, snag it for sure. But yeah, I'm just, oh, this circle. Okay, was anyone else like super obsessed with The Circle? Because my husband and I loved that show on Netflix, and I don't know, does anyone know if there's another season coming? Because we loved that show so much, actually. Oh, I loved this kit too. So this is I'm just assume that it's from Sweet Kawaii Design unless I say something, but I did start tracking like baby Lada is 7 weeks, and I started doing things like that in my planner here. And on my husband's birthday, we had spent the last 3 years at a restaurant here in Kansas City. Oh look, some more circle. Okay, so popsicles. One of the things that I don't want to say crave, but in the beginning, like that just sounded so good. And I guess I could zoom you guys in a little bit more instead of keeping you guys so far away. Sorry the planner looks so goofy. It's just there's so many pages on this side. So going on, Oh, I also love this spread. So this was like another faux sweater design, but this was an even older kit. I believe this was from the year before. I added in some glitter headers. I think those are from Cricut Paper Co. And then yeah, I was able to start using these stickers from Sweet Kawaii Design to show how like big the baby was at the time. Sick day, still feeling awful. This was at the point where we weren't telling anyone yet. Like close family and friends knew, but like the world didn't. I take that back. My coworkers knew at this point, but like we hadn't announced it on social media or anything. Okay, we must be going into February, so here's the monthly overview. I like to pair in different washi, so this washi is Simply Gilded. I would say, again, like 95% of my washi is Simply Gilded or Sweet Kawaii Design. I like little fuzzies all on my planner. No, I love this kit too, so I still have a little bit left of this kit, and I think I'm going to be using it for a memory spread coming up. But oh yay, we got to hear Jensen's heartbeat. That was really neat. Luckily this appointment was before the world shut down, so he was able to go to that appointment, which was one of the most important in my eyes. We went to Wahlburgers for the first time, so that was pretty exciting. And then we told Drew's parents that day. My sister-in-law had her baby shower. Oh, the Super Bowl! The Chiefs won. That's exciting. So they are in the playoffs still, and I'm excited to watch the game this weekend. But I do love this kit a lot. This is a Cricut Paper Co. kit. Also really love this. So Cricut Paper Co. does a lot more fully decorative boxes, and Tasia from Sweet Kawaii Design likes to do a mix of both, like functional and decorative. So when I use full decorative boxes, it makes it hard to get all my plans in. Like you can tell, I don't have a lot of plans in here at all. But was that, oh no. Okay, so I didn't journal too far into the year. I think I just journaled that first week. But we did the gender blood test that day. Oh, we got the ring fit from Walmart. Like that matters, but we picked that up. So I was doing a little bit of the ring fit in the early parts of pregnancy to try and stay as active as I felt okay to do. I realized this a while ago that this spread is not finished. Like I never went back and filled this in. I never put in my weight. I had been writing stuff up in the top, but I didn't that week to like fill in that space. So yeah, this is like the first time I've ever let that happen. We went to McCormick and Schmick's for Valentine's Day, which is just like a really nice restaurant. I just really wanted dessert, so we went there, and that is the majority of what I ate was dessert. I took my actual food home. Ooh, okay, Lock and Key was a pretty good show also. We were watching that with my dad's house. We watched a lot of TV during this time, because if you can imagine, like first trimester, I just wasn't feeling 100%. Actually, like going into about 15, 16 weeks, I was still very nauseous a lot. So I really was taking this part of life pretty easy. I do feel like we told, did we post it on social media? I wonder if I don't know. I remember, I feel like we told people on social media, oh, well, he's a boy. We got that blood test back. It must have been maybe after that, but I feel like we posted on Facebook before the end of the first trimester, which is right then, but maybe we didn't. It doesn't really matter. It was a really cute little announcement. There's Star Shell's gender reveal. I guess we're calling them sex reveals now. Not gender. I don't know. Is that right? Anyone else want to clarify that with me? Okay, so I got to mark down my only trip of like the year with a little heart washi there, and our trip to Portland, we got to put that in there. I love this kit too. Tasia does a great job, guys. Like, I can't pick a favorite kit. People ask me all the time, like, what is my favorite kit? I don't have a favorite. I can't. You can't make me choose. I just won't do it. But I was marking a lot of his appointments in here as well. A weekly weigh-in. I was very conscious of how much weight I put on. I put on a lot of weight early when I was just eating a bunch of crap because it's like all I wanted. And then you'll see like COVID happens and then I get myself put together a little bit more. But this, no, I think I have one more week of work before the world kind of shut down and I didn't go back to work. But I really like this kit. Oh, I love this. Guys, I'm sorry, but I really do love every kit. This was a $2 Tuesday sheets, and I still have a bunch of these left because I got a lot. I was really excited. So yes, this would have been my last week of work before going on vacation, on spring break, and then not going back. But I spent a lot of time, like I went up to lunch with Darshell that day. Spring break actually started this day. Ooh, 7:30 to 8. I mean, I don't really remember working that late, but I must have. Must not have been like super upsetting. Oh, I got our Lion King tickets. I bought tickets to go watch Lion King in Omaha, the Broadway. And is it still Broadway? Is that what it is? Like Broadway play? I don't know. Anyway, I was so excited to go see that, and then it obviously got canceled, and that made me upset. But this is the week that we went to Portland. And so yeah, I got these flight trackers from Little Pitty Paper. They matched with this kit perfectly. So I tried to leave in as much room on these days, so I just used like mini checklists because I was going to be out of town anyway. That way I could write in as many things that we did down below. I ended up really loving this spread because it looks aesthetically pleasing. Now, like going back and seeing all the smudges from the marker on here, it just makes it more loved and lived in. And I have pictures of the finished spreads before they got all smudged up, but I know some people probably would be really upset with all the smudging from the marker, but I don't think everyone has this issue. I think it's a me thing. I think it's the like humidity and everything in our house. I don't know. I know some people have it, but a lot of people don't have this smudging. So I don't know what it is, but we watched A Bug's Life. I'm pretty sure I put that in my impression too. That was my call with the psychic. That was one of my favorite things. Spicy garlic chicken. I'm just thinking that sounds amazing, and what recipe was that so I could try and do it again. I loved this St. Patrick's Day kit. I loved just the rainbow aspect of it, but it's like a pastel rainbow. I love that a lot. I am going back and noticing that the weeks that I did not put any washi, when did I start that? Because I thought I started putting washi up at the top at the beginning of the year, but I'm finding that I did not. And all this white is making me a little sad. I don't like it. I want the color up there. But this would have been my first day off work, day off number 1, and then I just didn't go back. So that was a really cute book. My friend Braylee recommended it to me, so I got to read that. What is CLP? CLP. I don't know what Oh, continuous learning plans. Yes, that's what we had to do for work to change all the IEPs. It's like, wait, I don't even know what that means. Okay, I love this spread. I am sad that the smudging happened on this one because I loved using this jumbo sticker and I want to use them again. This was a freebie that came on a freebie Friday, and I took an X-Acto knife and cut out the parts here and then added in like the 3 things that we did that weekend that like I spent all my weekend doing, which was planning, playing Animal Crossing, and watching TV. literally all I did that weekend, and it was perfect to just block out a large amount of space, and it was so much fun and creative for me to do something like that. I love being creative, but sometimes I feel like I get in a rut or I don't have the time to really sit down and try new things. I was really proud of this, really proud, and the smudging happened and it makes me a little sad, but it really is okay. This might have been when I started realizing I can walk and I can keep walking, and I do think that part of the reason why my second half of my pregnancy was so amazing was the amount that I walked. 3 miles, most days I walked 3 miles, or I ended up walking towards, like, at this point when the shutdown happened, and I was so stressed from work that I was like, I just gotta get out of the house. One, if I'm at home, I'm eating, and if I am on a walk, I cannot eat, so I might as well go out on a walk so I'm not eating everything in the house. And I think it helped a lot, actually. So yeah, you can definitely see, like, I had every intention of writing something in there and then didn't. That happens often. This is actually the kit that I'm using right now for my memory planner, so that's kind of fun to see. So much Animal Crossing. But look, 3 mile walk. I actually think that I ended up doing a 3 mile walk most days at this point. Citrus lavender tea. The Tattooist of Auschwitz was good. That one was much better than the Librarian of Auschwitz. Oh yeah, I ordered my snake plant. He's still alive. Severus Snake is still alive. I can't say that he's thriving, but he's still alive. That says something. Okay, so Easter week. We don't really celebrate Easter all that much. We obviously didn't do anything this year, but we did do a family Zoom and play Monopoly, so that was pretty fun. And this kit's just really cute. The super bright colors did make this part of the year suck a little less, honestly. I think looking back at your planner, it can make you feel like, you know, there were so many good things for me in 2020, and I recognize that not everyone had such a great year. But when you like go back and you look at your spreads, and I put a lot more happy things in this planner. So going back and looking at this one just makes me happy. Okay, actually I super love this week. This is not a Sweet Kawaii design spread, although there are Sweet Kawaii design elements, like the washi, and a lot of the stickers are. The base stickers, a lot of those are Cricut Paper Co. I think these like splashes in the back though are, I think, Little Pitty Paper. I cut this Sweet Kawaii design sticker out and layered it over a different Sweet Kawaii design sticker. The washi is Simply Gilded. There's, I mean, all the icons are so different, but this was so much fun. Is so much fun. Darshell had posted, I don't remember who she posted it about, but they did like a rainbow spread, and then so Darshell, I feel like, posted something about the rainbow spread, and I'm like, I have to do a rainbow spread. And it was so much fun because, like, there is no checklist. Like, how mind-blowing that I had such a good time putting this together. Like, looking back at this may be one of my favorite spreads from the whole year, just because aesthetically it's pleasing, and I just, oh, there's just so much, and it's just so pretty. I don't know, what do you guys think? At the end of this, I want you to put in the comments, like, what was your favorite spread that I did? Because I love that. And then the coffee kit that I hoarded for way too long. I'm glad that I did, though, because this was just perfect for that time of the year that we were in, because I was on limited caffeine from being pregnant, and these weeks at work, because we're still in April was rough. So rough. There was so much going on. I will say it looks like about here, I mean, I think I was doing like a little bit of workouts, but I was just finding workouts. I hadn't actually found my pre-pregnancy program yet. So I was just kind of doing like random prenatal workouts that I was finding online. But once I found my actual pre-pregnancy workout, I enjoyed that so much more. I'm still doing my post-pregnancy workout through them, and that's worked out amazing. So you can definitely tell, like, the time of the year that I was just so stressed, not feeling all that great. I feel like I was feeling okay at this point, but because of work, it was a lot. This kit is super fun. This is a Cricut Paper Co. No, Creating & Co. kit, and I mean, these are my colors. I love these colors in general. So this must have been my first week actually doing the pre-pregnancy program because, oh, I was still jogging at that point. I know at some point I stopped jogging because it just really didn't feel good on my body anymore. But I believe all of these are still from the pre-pregnancy workout or the prenatal workout. So, I don't know, it just looks really good, this whole kit. Anything Harry Potter themed is like right up my alley. I think we were planning on going out and watching my husband skydive that day, but like clearly that didn't work out. But I'd already put down the little pitty paper sticker because we had planned on doing that, and we didn't. So I just left it and worked. During the initial shutdown, we quit going over to my dad's because my bonus mom is immunocompromised, so we tried to stay away. So that would have been our first Tuesday back in a while. Like the end of February was the last time I'd seen my dad and bonus mom, so that was pretty cool to see them again. And then I just did so much Animal Crossing. So much. I love that game. I wish I had time for it now. I just don't, but okay, this kit is more, I love this a little bit more than I remember. Like looking back at my kits and trying to decide what I want to choose for my memory spread, this wasn't one of my top contenders, but this looks really cute for spring, so I'll have to dig it out. But this is another week where I didn't do the checklist, and this was working for me in the summer because I just was doing things throughout the day and it wasn't a big deal. But I think that this looked really pretty. My husband got his coach rating for skydiving. I got to meet my newest niece. Now she's not my newest niece. I have another niece that was just born last week. Yeah, that's a cool spread there. Okay, I'm also really proud of this spread too. These were jumbo stickers, not jumbo, but the die cuts that came with this Kawaii kit, and I ended up turning into like a scene, and I really like the way it turns out. I think I mentioned it before, but like having this kind of white space is a little bothersome to me. I wish I had put in a little bit more pizzazz in that space, but or maybe like a washy background, like putting in some like sky blue would have been really cool, but I didn't do that. So that is a-okay. Still working out like 5 days a week, which I'm very proud of for that. I'm very proud of how much that I did during the pregnancy. I missed that, going back and doing that. Sometimes I'll catch it when I go to post my finished spreads on Instagram and I realize that I was missing a little bit. So this is a kit from Cricut Paper Co. And again, like she does all of the decorative full boxes, which is really fun when I just want something a little bit different, especially for the 90s kit, because this was the week of my birthday. And I was born in the 90s, guys. So definitely had to pull out this kit. The only thing, and I didn't use the one sticker, is Pogs. I didn't have Pogs growing up. No, sorry. I was a little bit too young for Pogs, but everything else I had. So going into June, I started putting down my weeks in my pregnancy, which I kind of like, and I wish I had done that all along. Although, you know, I was like so obsessed at the time about what week I was on, so it's not like I ever didn't know what week I was, but I like looking at the monthly overview. This was another cool kit. So Tasia doesn't typically do like blue greens. It's not like her color palette that she like drifts towards, but this was so much fun, and the Firefly kit is just, I don't know, I really like it because one, it was different, but Lightning bugs or fireflies are really, I don't know, they make me feel like I'm a kid again. We would just like run and capture them, and that was before like I had fears of animals. Like there's no way, I don't think I could catch a lightning bug now and not freak out from like the buzzing in my hand. But I don't know, just reminds me of being a kid. I met up with my coworkers at work and just kind of touched base with them. They were doing summer school, I was not, but that was just nice to be able to see people and talk to people. And then Jensen's furniture arrived for his room, so we were able to start kind of working on that. We got the Traeger that day, which was exciting. My husband went on a work trip and he brought back frozen Giordano's pizza. I wonder when the last time was that he went on a trip. I don't remember. This kit was super fun. I just used this kit again last week for my memory spread, but glucose test. Actually, the glucose test wasn't as bad as people told me it would be. No, Darshelle had her baby shower that day. I was able to watch Drew do some skydiving. The Father's Day kit, which is not my favorite. I love little Simon with the mustache there, but I don't know, these colors aren't super my vibe, but it was like our first like Mother's Day, Father's Day, like being pregnant and just thinking about what it would be like in a year from now. So I wanted to make it special, but acknowledging that it wasn't like the first Father's Day, but it was, you know, it kind of was. So this year will be so much more rewarding and exciting, but we still wanted to acknowledge that like we were making a human, so that was a lot of fun. This kit was also super pretty. It's $2 Tuesday sheets from Sweet Kawaii Design, and I love like the pastels and the bees. I think that, I don't know, now my husband's obsessed with becoming a beekeeper, so the bees are just completely fitting. But this wasn't the first time I had started using like the thin pen mixed in with the regular pen, but I think it just looked really nice with the way that like the honeycomb has the thin lines in it and things like that. But I don't know, I really liked the way that this ended up turning out. The colors were really pretty. Going into July, there's the monthly overview. Just kind of put in some like major appointment type things. I actually really like how I did that this week, like this month, the overlapping and then not using like clean crisp lines. I think that's actually really cool. Maybe I'll have to do that again. 4th of July week, we didn't do much. 4th of July is not my favorite holiday. Don't really care for fireworks. I like watching them, but not like the loud explosion that happens with them. Like, we have to give the dogs medicine just to get through the fireworks, so that just kind of stinks. But now I'm looking at this. We started watching Hamilton on July 4th. We never finished it, guys. Like, we loved it, and we had to stop so that we could get some stuff like cleaned and stuff, but we never went back and finished it. So now my husband and I are gonna have to go back and finish it. We like remind ourselves every so often that we never did actually finish it. So now I'm remembering again. This is another week that I did kind of like a shortened checklist, which I think I want to do more of. I do think I want to do more of that because, I don't know, and I think I did a plan as I go style video with this week, but I don't know, I like having more room down here to plan. I think I can just add more things in. Well, it's not like I can add more things in, I literally can add more things, but I don't know. Drew finally got to meet Amelia that day. We had my baby shower in Wichita, so we could see more of Drew's family. This week turned out pretty. Oh, so then she did a new travel kit, and this was the most recent. And I wasn't like sold on this washi initially, but I am now. Like, I think that looks really good with this kit. And I'm trying to see. That consignment sale was totally a bust, but just being with my husband was fun. Oh, and Braylee must have came up for a little mini trip. Kind of like those last minute things with her. We went to Silas and Maddie's. Ice cream is so good. This kit turned out pretty too. It was more of the market kit, but I don't remember if I paired it with this washi the first time or not, but I really like that pastel rainbow. I think that pairs really well with that. Going into August, so this is the last month, we're actually able to go back to work in person, but I didn't make it very long. I really do think that the stress from work sent me into having my blood pressure so high. No, this was the week that I did the Plan As I Go, right? Right, guys? Because this would have been my last week at home. Maybe it wasn't this kit. I thought it was, but maybe not. I think maybe it was the other one. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I was just trying to remember, which my memory is just so screwed anyway. Like I was saying, beforehand, I have no idea now. Now I'm lost and confused. But anyway, this kit, here we go. How many times can we have Andes in 1 week? I have only 2 in here. I'm pretty sure it's actually 3. That's all I wanted at that point, and just ice cream, like, it's just so delicious. So, oh, I posted pictures of the nursery, like, we finally got it done a month before his due date. We got everything, like, almost everything. I think got the curtain ties, and that was like a long saga, but we ended up getting them in time. I started going back to work this week, but all online. This was only online. I wasn't back in person until the following week, I believe, but like I was still doing my prenatal workouts. I had bumped it down to 3 days a week at that point just because it was a lot to keep up with, but I still feel like I was doing really well. Honestly, at like 9 months pregnant, I was more active and getting more steps than I am now, which is just kind of sad and depressing a little bit, but it's okay. We're working on it. The weather was also more cooperative and it was lighter later. So this was an older kit as well. The ice cream kit, which, I mean, Andes. You know, like, I think literally ice cream is all that I ate at that point. But, not feeling very worky today. Just had a bad night. I don't know. I think probably at that point I just was not feeling great. One, there was so much swelling, but I was just kind of tapping out at that point. I still had a few weeks left, but I didn't make it that far before he came. But Johnny was born that day, and that was just, I don't know. Those kind of things go in my planner. They're very important to me. So, oh, we watched The Greatest Showman. I love that movie so much. The songs get stuck in my head. This was my first week back at school for the first time, like, in the building since March, and that was so good. God, it was so good just to be back in a building and seeing coworkers, and it just, I don't know, it just was really nice. This was also the week that Jensen was born, which is why we've got some canceled stickers thrown in there. I went to this appointment and he was born on the 19th because I went in for an induction on this day for blood pressure. So instead of peeling up some of these stickers and trying to like replace things, I just put in like canceled stickers and then put in that he, welcome to the world, Jensen. Like, so much fun. And then I just tried to highlight the things that, the people that Jensen met and kind of the bigger things that we were doing. I love pumpkin spice, but I need a little bit more time before I'm like ready to dive into pumpkin spice season. I need it for like a little bit, then I need something else for the rest of the year. That would have been his first like a doctor's appointment outside of the hospital, which is exciting. Oh yeah, because he had to go get labs done that day, and he had to go in back for a weight check on Friday, and he did really well with that. But again, still just kind of like writing down like the bare minimum as far as like my plans, because I didn't really have plans anymore at that point. I was just writing down more memory keeping type things. Oh, his first bath, it went really well actually. I think it was more terrifying for Drew and I, but like Jensen did fine. Definitely more traumatic for the parents, I think. There is September's monthly overview. This kit is from Cricut Paper Co. I love seeing all of these pictures, but I think these full boxes, I think that I think I would need to take out the checklist. I think I would love these spreads a little bit more, having more room for plans. And there's tons of functional stickers in a Cricut Paper Co. kit, so that I really could take out the checklist. But I believe, yeah, this is the week that Braylee was in town, which was really nice to be able to have her here to do all of that. But really, like, this was the first night that my husband and I were, like, really alone with Jensen. We had him a couple nights by herself at the very beginning, but then just, like, so many people were always over seeing him. Like, this day was, like, it felt like the first day we'd really had to ourselves, which was nice. Then you go into some of the more fall type kits and some like fall-ish type kawaii kits. I'm sad. I think I only used this kit once, and I'm happy now that I have it, like tons of extras, but it looks really pretty looking back on it now. Going back and rewatching The Umbrella Academy, because somehow my dad and Bonus Mom like never watched it. I loved it, so we had to binge that before we could watch the second season. Oh yes, all the coffee again, because I could drink unlimited coffee. And football starts picking up finally, so that's going to be added into the weekly spreads too. Just another fall kit from Sweet Kawaii Design. I was cleared for walking. I had been trying to walk pretty much ever since Jensen was born, but I think I got cleared to start walking a little bit more, or I could feel like up to walking. Like I walked almost 3 miles, 3.5 miles. Like I was really trying to get my endurance back up. But yeah, just a lot of coffee at that point for sure. And just another fall kit. Things like hanging out with Johnny and Darshell. Started adding in bath night 3 nights a week. Jensen's first time really in the car, going for an extended period of time so that we could go to a funeral. We really weren't planning on having him in the car quite yet. We went back in a car the following weekend, you'll see, but we just weren't quite ready. So I did start, because I paid for my post-pregnancy plan, my workout plan, I really wanted to keep track of what I was doing. So I got these jumbo stickers from Sweet Kawaii Design. So every month hereafter, I have them in so that I could write in my workout, and I could just keep track of my weight loss and my measurements and my goals. So I think I really do love this sticker. I ended up getting them for my 2021 planner as well. But here is the October monthly overview going into October. So I, again, wasn't back at work yet. I got cleared on that day for working out, so I started working out this week. Started off super slow, which was really nice. But this would have been the first week that I started putting the half boxes up at the top of the day. Just the consistency, and I really do like that a lot. Breast Cancer Awareness Week for sure. I love that Tasia has done spreads or kits in the past. These are $2 Tuesday sheets, but I just had some leftovers from last year. She didn't update them this year, so I'll probably beg her to update them for next year. But I just pulled out some old sheets and I made it work. I love all the pink, and I was able to do the washi overlays, the header overlays there. I like this kit so much more than I thought I was going to. It is so pastel. It is really hard to take pictures of, and I think it's gonna be hard even like on the camera just to see the colors. I don't think you'll be able to see them as well as other ones, but I don't know, I just really liked the way that this turned out. The colors just being so pastel. This is the Why Can I Not Think of This Movie? Why can I not? Hocus Pocus. I'm telling you, I had bad memory before having a kid, but it's just really bad now. It has not gotten any better since having him, and I heard that that's a thing. Like, my brain cells are just gone. But yes, pretty much working out, bills, and bath nights. Anything else is just like extra at that point. Trying to put in like the most important thing of the day. There is my jumbo sticker. Here is my November monthly overview. I think this is one of my favorite washies. It's a Simply Gilded washi, and I love wood grain so much for whatever reason. The Bat Kit from Sweet Kawaii Design, super pretty with the Stardust washi. I voted for the first time in my life, so I put my I voted sticker in here. Mostly because I couldn't find my Sweet Kawaii Design one. I've since found the freebie that they were on, but that was just important to me, so I put that in there. And we took Jensen to the pumpkin patch or the cider mill. It was a super windy day, but dang it, he loved it. Holiday on Netflix, super great movie. 10 out of 10 would recommend. So funny. I started back on the Sweet Kawaii Design PR team, which I just super love doing. It's just really fun. I don't know, to share what I love, which is Sweet Kawaii Design and planning. So I love that I get to PR for Tasia. I think it's super fun, and I like sharing it with all of you guys. So this is an extra, I think these are like extra $2 Tuesday sheets, but maybe this was an actual kit. I can't remember now. Actually, I think this was the kit. But it's like this faux foil. It's from the previous year, and I think it just was really pretty. I love the faux foil look that Tasia can do, and I don't know, it's just pretty. And I could always add in like layer stickers, but I ended up not needing to. I was not back to work full-time at this point, so, right, because we're in November still, yeah, I was not back full-time, but I was half-time, and I just didn't have a lot going on. This kit was super pretty though too. There's just a lot of really good kits. I still don't like the yellow washi that I put up top, but even though it pulled in the yellow from the kit, it's not my favorite. But it works in the end. This is the week of our anniversary, which is exciting. It was our 5th anniversary. 5 years flew by really fast. Now we have this kit. I love the lumberjack type kits from Sweet Kawaii Design. I think they're so much fun, and the colors are just like, they scream the holidays to me. So I was so in the holiday spirit at this time, soaking up every last second. I went back to work full time on this week, and like I'm like looking back at the things I was able to accomplish after work and just how much I was able to do in a week, and I'm like barely functioning at this point. I feel like work is consuming my every being, and I don't know. This is Thanksgiving week. I ran my first 5K after having Jensen, and that was a lot of fun. Just proving to myself that I could. So I did things a little bit differently this week, and I actually really like it, and I think I want to do one more week like this. I put all of my full boxes in the middle and then did like a varying pattern down here on the bottom. And actually, I think I really do want to do another week like this, and I'll have to, because it's just different to see it. It's really fun, actually. So I'm gonna do this soon again. I'm gonna forget by the time this video ends, but the thought is there, the intention is there. This would have been my last jumbo sticker for working out. And then going into the December overview. And again, I got to use this kit, which I super love a ton. We had a lot of things happening this week. This was a very emotional week for us. It was the week that we had to get Jensen into the doctor for having bruising on his stomach that turned into an ER, which turned into going through the trauma and abuse clinic at the Children's Hospital, which turned into an investigation on us in daycare about the bruising. And the bruising has just gone away and it hasn't happened again. But daycare, they're still working on finishing up that investigation there. That was just a really long night we spent at the emergency room, and then having to talk to the social worker and police and everything like that. So, had to meet with DCF that week. It's just a lot that happened, and I didn't break. I did not break that week, but dang it, if things since then haven't broken me that are less important. So maybe this is like a good reminder that if I did not break during that week, then I don't get to break over some less important things. So this is the only Scribble Prints Co. in my entire planner, but it was absolutely perfect for me and my family and our love for Toy Story and Christmas. And the pops of pink I just love so much, and this kit just turned out really cute. Again, just kind of putting in bigger things, appointments, and then keeping up with my routine of like the bath and the workouts, but I was still able to make it work even though it wasn't a Sweet Kawaii design kit. But back to SKD. I love this kit for the nostalgia part of it. Not the biggest fan of seeing it all completely done, but it was a lot of fun to do. My dad made us watch this movie every single year, so I think it's more of like the nostalgia of the quotes and things like that. So I did have fun with this kit, but it was not a top favorite for the year. But it's so Christmassy and it gives me all the feels. Like, I am not ready for Christmas. Like, I am not a super Christmas loving person. The holidays stress me out. Gift giving stresses me out. I never went back and added that. See, stuff like that. And I could because it's on my Fitbit, but I don't know. The holidays stress me out a lot. So I'm definitely ready for spring and warmer weather. But this kit is probably one of my favorites of the year just because I love Harry Potter so much. And I know I had a few Harry Potter kits in here, but there's just something about all the little critters dressed up in their sweaters, and I don't know, I just love it a lot. And on to the last week of the year. This is my final spread, and I feel like my planning style got, I don't know, cleaner towards the end, more minimalistic. I don't know. Like, my writing looks good. I like the way that this spread makes me feel. I don't know what it was about. I don't know if the layout was a little different. I'm not sure, but it just looks very pretty. So that is it. I said I was going to make this faster and I did not do that. But this was my weight loss tracker in the back. I got really close to hitting pre-pregnancy weight. I was like teetering right on the edge. So I want to go, so I did hit pre-pregnancy. I've since gained a couple pounds back. I fluctuate a lot, but I did hit pre-pregnancy at the end of the year. I wanted to get to 160. I didn't think that I would hit 160 by the end of this year. I was going to be happy just to hit pre-pregnancy, and I did. So that was that. I do have a new weight loss tracker for 2021 coming. Tisha updated those stickers. But the back is completely empty. I didn't use anything in the back. I didn't use any of the stickers. I didn't use any of this. So that is it, guys. I hope you so enjoyed watching this flip through and going through that with me. I have one more flip through to go of my Amanda Rachel Doodle Planner. I don't know if we'll get to it next week. I think I want to do a regular plan with me, but maybe the week after we'll do that. But I do want to share with you, if you're watching this, you still have time to get this freebie from Sweet Kawaii Design using my code Kayla10 for 10% off your order, and then you'll get this freebie. If you want this one, you have to order before the end of January because that is the last time you can get this. It expires January 31st. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you are not already. My goal for 2021 is to get to 750 subscribers on YouTube, and I just hit 600. So this is very exciting for me. I just love sharing my planner with you guys every week. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week with, I think, a regular plan with me. So bye, guys.